How's it going, party people? My name is Caravan Dan. I run the Gaming Caravan, a tabletop community based in Central Florida. Today, we're saying thank you so much to Stonemaier Games for sponsoring Caravan Convoy 2025 with 2 of their games in the Play to Win area. Now, we also have 1 copy each for the library, and they send us 1 copy each for the Play to Win section. Let's talk about the games right now. I can actually speak about both these games. I know a lot of times I'm not able to because I haven't played it before, but I can tell you both in depth about both these games right here. Stonemaier Games is honestly the game company I look up to the absolute most in all of board gaming. What Jamie does with his information, with the way he uplifts other creators and other content creators, designers, stuff like that, is unparalleled without a doubt. I respect very few other publishers in the same way I respect Stonemaier Games. So the fact that they actually sent me some copies and I got to get an email correspondence from Jamie was absolutely a blessing, and that's something I honestly hold very high in my list of like almost accolades in the industry. So let's go ahead and talk about Between Two Castles Essential Edition and Rolling Realms Redux. Rolling Realms is a roll and write game where you will be rolling 2 dice and using those dice to write down numbers inside of your 3 realms. Each game in here is a game that I believe was not published by Stonemaier Games. The original Rolling Realms had all games published by Stonemaier Games, and each one played according to the theme of the game. This one, each world still plays according to the theme of their game, but I think basically none of them, I know most of them are not published by Stonemaier Games, but they have games like Flamecraft, Dog Park, Tidal Blade, stuff like that. You can play unlimited amounts of players, but this game comes with enough for 6 players. It comes with almost tarot-sized cards that you can write on. And in that, what you'll do is you'll go ahead and write a number in a spot, and you'll use the other die to write the other number in a different realm. And if you cover up anything with a symbol on it, you get that resource, and you'll use the resource to mitigate dice rolls going forward. So it's really, everyone has the same worlds. Everyone can do the same things. It's really how you use the resource best. And I play with people who think exactly like me, and even though we're close, within 1 point of each other, it always comes down to one thing we did differently, and it's fun seeing stuff like that. It's fun talking about what strat did you go down, what strat did you go down. There's actually a lot of almost bonding that you see whenever you, at the end of the game, is like, oh, how did you do that? How did you end up there? How did you get so low points? How did you get so many points? And it's fun to talk it out post-game and out of game. It's a very relaxed game that you can do without actually having to focus too much on it. Very replayable, completely different based on dice rolls. This is a game I would love to create a system that works as well as this, because each expansion is just a single card, and they give you 6 of them for the 6 players, but each expansion standalone is just 1 card. I think that's absolutely incredible. Very few games can do anything like that, and I think simple designs are often underrated. Because it's easy. It's like, that's not that hard. But to do it so seamlessly and to be able to expand upon that, in even a business sense, even if it might not have been created for a product, the fact that it has a capability and growth to do so is utterly amazing. And that's Rolling Realms. I love Rolling Realms, as you can tell. I love systems. I love games, but give me a great system, and I'll latch on that forever. Villainous might not be my favorite game, but the fact that they have so many different characters to play as, I love it. Marvel United drops like 12 cards per character in a chibi. I love that. I love great systems in board games. In general, that way, because even if I kind of like something, if I want more of it, I never get tired of it. I can just play Villainous 10 different times, 10 different ways, but it doesn't really feel like you're playing the same game, but you actually are. So yeah, love me a good system. Let's talk about Between Two Castles. Between Two Castles is another very, I respect the design a lot because of the fact that this is the only true fully cooperative and fully competitive game. The reason why it's fully cooperative is in Between Two Castles, you are playing with the players to the left and right of you. What you'll be doing is, it's almost a tile drafter. It's a tile placement game where you're building castles. You each have a castle. I think you draft like 3 tiles. 1 tile goes to your left castle, 1 tile goes to your right castle, and 1 tile is just like discarded or something like that. I don't remember, but I know you put 1 tile on your left, 1 tile on your right. You cannot communicate when you're drafting the tiles. You can only communicate once you select the tiles, and then you converse. And you want to have the right amount of set collections in there. You want to have certain columns, certain heights, certain widths. It's very, very interesting. You're building a castle between you. So if I'm here, there's a player right here, we're building 1 castle. And if there's a player here, I'm building another castle with them. So first you'll work on like here, and then once we're done, we'll work here. Once you're done building both castles with that one tile, you'll go back to the drafting phase. And once you hit certain heights, certain sets, certain abilities, you'll get more, you can get hurt. It's not like take that, but you can actually like almost lose some objectives because instead of being like 2 high, you're 3 high, or instead of being 4 high, you're 2 high. The Essentials Edition, because as you know, there's Between Two Castles that came out a while ago. This is the Essentials Edition. From what I hear, the main difference is it comes with the expansions, which means this is kind of like a standalone. You get everything you need in this box right here. It's not Between Two Cities. I think that's a sequel game, also from Stonemaier Games. I think the Between Two Cities Essential Edition is also coming out if it's not already out. Anyway, so that's how it's fully cooperative. The way it's fully competitive is at the end of the game, you'll score both your castles. Whoever has the highest lowest score will win. So, for instance, the way you score is if this castle is worth 70 points between us, and this castle is worth 50 points between us, my score is 50. And you'll go around and see who has the highest lowest score of the two castles. And then if there's a tie, you go to see whoever has the highest score in general. And then that's who wins. You can play up to 7 players, which I think is super fun. This is a medium game for sure, and it requires thinking, collaboration, cooperation, speaking. I love games where you can it encourages communication between players, but it's not cooperative. I want someone to win. In this game, you're fully cooperative, and someone will win at the end of the game. But it's not like Legendary, where it could feel potentially tacked on. Instead of, because Legendary is a great cooperative game. It's a good cooperative game, but the competitive game, honestly, someone said to me, in competitive Legendary, it feels like you're playing cooperative, and then someone just wins at the end. And they're not wrong, because I realized almost everything I would do in the cooperative mode, I'd do in the competitive mode, and vice versa. And the only difference is some things like I claim because I went first, kind of thing. And then whoever has points is whoever did the thing that anyone would have done, basically. Love me a good system. I love me Legendary. I have I think 12 Legendary sets as well. But Between Two Castles is fully cooperative and fully competitive. And that is not easy to manage, but Stonemaier Games did it well. So if you're going to be in Central Florida or anywhere in the tri-state area, and you want to play some of these games and potentially take one of them home for free, go ahead, go to the description, buy some tickets to Caravan Convoy 2025, Florida's Board Game Expo, and I hope to see you guys there. These 2 games, again, are being added to the play-to-win category, but they're also added to our board game library for the next 6 events, and we'll vote to see if it stays in there longer. Again, thank you Stonemaier Games for sending these 2 games. I appreciate your support for Central Florida, and we all say thanks. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great day. God bless, and I hope to see you at a table soon.